Design Awards when compared to the sleek iPhone X.
It employs an angular, blocky design that you'll either love or hate, and it's fairly bulky at 8mm thick and 197 grams. It's immediately noticeable when you pick the smartphone up. There's more weight behind it than other smartphones, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. It makes the phone feel sturdy and more secure in the hand. It is a fingerprint magnet though, especially on the aluminium rear. There's circular volume buttons on the left of the smartphone, though these are placed further down than on other smartphones. This odd placement makes sense for gamers, as volume buttons are always in the way when gaming horizontally on a mobile.
Oh, and Razer's decided to follow Apple's lead and remove the headphone jack from the phone, offering only a USB-C port on the bottom.
Moving on, the most impressive feature of the Razer phone is undoubtedly the 5.7-inch IPS LCD display. Why? As well as offering a QHD resolution and an eye-watering pixel density, the display offers the highest refresh rate of any smartphone on the market, 120Hz. The smartphone provides a better mobile gaming experience than anything else available at the moment. The graphics are buttery smooth. So smooth, in fact, that you'll struggle to play games on any other smartphone once you adjust to the improved refresh rate.
Even with relatively basic games like Pokemon Go, the experience is immediately improved when compared to the likes of the Pixel 2.
The difference in performance, even when compared to flagships like the Google Pixel 2, is day and night. The experience is improved with Game Booster, an app found exclusively on the Razer phone. The app provides both granular control over the performance of individual games and the ability to generally favour game performance or battery life on the smartphone. It's the granular control over individual games where the Game Booster app really shines though. Unlike with any other smartphone, you can customise not only the resolution, but frame rate, anti-aliasing, and even how much CPU power is dedicated to the game.
It's essentially as close as you'll get to configuring a PC game's graphics settings on a smartphone for a while, and it's incredibly impressive.
Along with the stunning display, you'll find two front-facing Dolby Atmos tuned speakers with several audio profiles to enhance your audio experience, depending on what you're doing. The audio is powered by THX certified DAC, which provides impressive audio quality when listening to music via headphones. The overall audio quality is great, but the lack of a 3.5mm headphone jack may put some users off. Inside, the Razer phone features an octa-core Snapdragon 835 processor, alongside an Adreno 540 GPU and a whopping 8GB of RAM. There's also 64GB of built-in storage, with the option to expand it by a whopping 2TB via the microSD card slot.
In plain English, the Razer phone can provide quite a bit of bang for its buck.
The smartphone is incredibly responsive when opening apps, swiping between menus, and even scrolling through Twitter, and it's equally as impressive in the gaming department. Even when rendering games at 120 frames per second at 1440p, it barely broke a sweat. The Razer phone features a 4000 mAh battery, one of the largest of any smartphone on the market. We found that it would last comfortably all day when using social media, replying to texts and reading emails, but when you add gaming to the mix, the battery drain is more noticeable.
The good news is that if it does require a top-up, it features Quick Charge 4.0.
In terms of cameras, you'll find a dual camera setup comprised of two 12MP cameras on the rear, one wide-angle lens and one telephoto lens. This is coupled with phase detection autofocus and a dual LED flash that provides fairly detailed and well-lit photos, although aggressive noise cancellation is noticeable.
It's also capable of recording 4K video, but that's fairly standard for a flagship in 2018.
On the front, you'll find an 8MP camera that provides decent quality for the likes of Skype, Snapchat and taking selfies for social media. It's also capable of shooting up to 1080p HD video if required. The Razer phone, if you're a gamer, is the perfect smartphone. While it doesn't feature the sleek design of other flagships, no other smartphone on the market can come close to matching the stunning 120Hz refresh rate. It makes a huge difference to gaming on mobile, especially when combined with stereo front-facing speakers and an app that lets you tweak the performance of games